Hello, and today's date is the 14th of September 2018, and this is a site that's called Earth Null School, and what it does, it shows you the global wind patterns. And what we've got here is we've got Hurricane Florence hitting South Carolina sometimes relatively soon because it's 1400 hours local time, Eastern Standard Time. I live about right here and it's supposed to miss us. This is Helene out in the Atlantic Ocean, it's supposed to just kind of move off and move into cooler water and disappear. And then way over here is Mantuck. This is supposed to hit the northern island of the Philippines, which is right there, and I'm hoping Goonce is going to stay safe. This is a monster hurricane, and what you can do with this particular site is you can actually click into and find out how fast and the temperature, how fast the wind is going, as well as the locations. And the more green it is, the faster. The more red it is, the faster. And there's 76 miles an hour. If I go into the top, the northeast, I can get 104. And I actually heard I was able to get 150 miles per hour in here a little earlier. Let's see if we can get that when we move in. Go over here to Helene. You can see 54, 52 in that top east, and we go over to Florence, Flo, and you can see she's definitely slowing down. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want you to think about the air that you're exhaling right now, and an average human exhales about 1.4 million molecules and atoms every time you exhale. And if I zoom into Flo here, Florence, let's see if we can find out a better idea of, okay, go on the top left here, 40, 30, 52, 61. Pretty quick air, and as you can see, that's as much as I can zoom in. Let's imagine you're located right here. We're about where I am, right outside of Washington, D.C. in Fairfax County, and I exhale. And I exhale 1.4 million molecules of air. And you can see that this is actually moving down. We have a northeaster wind, northeaster today. And if it comes down here, you can see a lot of it's going to go zipping around this hurricane and then go up into the upper atmosphere. Some of it may actually go this direction, and you can see it moving this way, and you can see some of it may actually move this way, which again moves over, but you can see it moving into here. You can also see some of it moving that way, and if I notice where that's going, let me zoom out a little bit and you can actually see this. You can see it moving up there and maybe actually moving over here to another convergent area, moving up into the upper atmosphere, or maybe actually zipping around and then zipping through and then zipping this way and then zipping that way. And you can see that this within, they actually say within 2 years, that breath that I just exhaled will be everywhere in this planet, all the way around. And that also means that if you think about it, everybody who's exhaling right now, no matter who you are in the 1.7, excuse me, the 7.8 billion people on the planet, if you're in here inhaling, which I'm assuming you're doing since you're alive, you're actually breathing in the exhale of everybody and every critter that's been on the planet for about 2 years. So about 2 years, it takes your breath to zip through all these little lines, and some of those 1.4 million molecules can actually be everywhere on this planet. So something to think about. Okay, so let me go over here to Mantuck, and let's zoom in on Mantuck, and let's see if we can get some idea about the speed. Here's the northern island of the Philippines, and it's supposed to actually move right along the top of that. If I click in there, there's 106 miles an hour, 17, 20, where was that 150? I swear it was right over here. I did that without zooming in, so I didn't get to see exactly where it is. If we go to the very center, you can see 1 mile an hour. So that's the eye of Mantuck. So this northern island is getting 14, 26, 44, 51, 60, 78, 81, 102. Not on the island yet. Where was that little fastest speed? And it's possible to slow down because I did this about 15 minutes ago. 120. Let me stick with the 120 area. Nope, I'm not going to be able to find it. But you can see just this confluence of air. And again, the closer these lines are, and the more red and purple they are, the faster they're moving. But you can actually make out that very easily if you were to exhale anywhere on this planet, the air would move that breath. We can move it. You can see the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, and there's got to be a place. There's a location that actually moves into the southern hemisphere from the northern hemisphere. What's happening now is the summer. Basically, this ITCZ, the International Convergence Zone, is actually located above the equator because it is summer, and it actually is located right around this location. And then when we actually move into the winter, this will slide south. So we actually have more air from the southern hemisphere moving into the northern hemisphere than we have from the northern hemisphere moving into the southern. Okay, so we have lots of activity going on there. The Hawaiian Islands are actually getting a lot of moisture now. Let me actually go to a different site here, which I think I have open. Well, I may have shut it down. Give you some idea of the rain. Good weather, and let's go to Pivotal. Let's go to the models. Let's go down to precipitation type, and you're going to tell me that's not available. Okay, we'll do it this way. Precipitation type. And actually I didn't want that. I wanted total accumulated. So if I go into loops and we take a look at it now, and you can actually see down here, this is Florence. And I didn't want that to go that way, but it did. And if I just go, these are going to be in 3-hour increments. And you can see I'm in Saturday now, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And if you take a look, there are these gold colors of 15 or 6 and 7. There are a lot of areas that are going to get a lot of rain in the next, we say Sunday, the next week, but most of it is down here. Okay, that certainly is enough. Again, exhale now, 2 years, the 1.4 million molecules you're going to exhale. Within 2 years, it's around the planet, and every time you inhale, just think about it. Bye.